Visionary, thank you so much for joining me for another episode here at the Nothing for Granted podcast. As you can tell from the title of today's episode, we are evolving. This brand is evolving, this channel is evolving, this company is evolving, and so I really wanted to take the time to kind of give you guys some updates on where we're at, what you can expect as we continue to move forward in this evolution as Buffalo Mission Co. and all of the things. So really quick before we get started, we are just 2 days away from the Where to Find Grant Funding for Your Small Business or Organization workshop. That is a long title, but it gives you a really great idea of what you can expect during that workshop. This is primarily for CEOs and female founders that have small businesses and that are seeking grant funding. They're seeking to diversify their revenue through this free pot of money that they are eligible for. Now, this workshop is going to be hosted in the community page May the 6th. That's this Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are a CEO or founder of a nonprofit, and you know you need money to grow and scale your business. If you just need a little injection of cash, if you just need money for overhead, for software, if you need money for training, if you need money just to even keep the lights on, then you want to attend this workshop. Again, it's May the 6th, 1 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. If you can't catch that, then if you're already on the email list, you will receive the notification for the replay. If you're not, go ahead and subscribe to the email list by joining us at bit.ly/funding and freelance. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, guys, so if you follow me on Instagram, which again has evolved, has changed, we made some changes there, then you know I spent the last 7 days in Mexico on a CEO retreat, which sounds amazing, and it was definitely paradise, but it was also a lot of hard work. It was a lot of tough discussions with myself, just really seeking clarity on the direction where my business is going, especially as, we've talked before that I will no longer be taking one-on-one clients. And so I was really just wondering, what does that mean for my business? How has my dream client changed, my client avatar, how has that kind of shifted? And really, what is it that I wanted to continue doing? What could I continue doing within the bandwidth of time that I have? So the first decision that I made is I'm no longer going to be posting on the business page, which is Buffalo Mission Co. I have transitioned everything into my personal page because there is just a huge community of mompreneurs that have been reaching out to me on my main page pretty much nonstop, asking questions like, how do I access money for my business? I need money for my business. I need money to even start my business. I need money for my products. How can I do this? Where do I begin? And so I was having the same conversation on both pages, and for the sake of simplicity, it just made more sense for me to continue, especially because you guys know I'm huge on personal branding, for me to continue on my main page. So if you already follow me on my business page, go ahead and just shift over to my personal page that will now be fused with my business page, which is at Sloan the Beast. Of course, you can catch the link in the show notes down below, but that is the first major transition that I am making. The second is I realized my client avatar hasn't much changed. I still am here to serve visionary founders. That is really my purpose work. I want to serve visionary CEOs and help them by giving them access to money that they can use to scale and build really their dream businesses so that they can maximize their impact and they can diversify their revenue so that they can achieve those dreams that keep them up at night. Now, again, that really hasn't changed from what it is. What really has changed is the fact that I can't show up on a one-on-one basis. So what I am working on and what you really want to stay tuned in for is the resources that I have created that are completely unique. I've done vast market research to make sure that this is something that has not been done before at the scale that I am doing it. So definitely stay tuned for those resources, and it's going to be super duper helpful in bringing ease to you. It's going to be helpful in just bringing money to your footsteps, honestly, so that, again, you can maximize your impact as a founder. So really, that's what I'm going to be focusing on, is giving founders, CEOs, the tools and the resources so that they could actually pursue this funding on their own. And so this podcast will not really be changing. I am still going to focus on grants. I am still going to focus on funding as a whole. So we are going to be talking a little bit more about sponsorships and what does that look like. We're going to be discussing, for those of you that are grant writers and still want to go the entrepreneurship route, Kingdom Entrepreneurship is still something that is going to be heavily discussed on this page as well. So with the podcast, there aren't going to be very many changes. The major changes that you are going to be seeing is going to be with the offers that I have, as well as my social accounts. So from there, I just feel like I can really scale my impact. I can really tap into my ideal market even more, and I can make more use of my time. We've talked so much about productivity and energy management, and so I really have taken the last 7 days to really identify where are some areas that I needed to implement that. So I just wanted to give you guys kind of an update, because there are changes that you've been seeing, and I didn't want to kind of leave you in limbo, especially because there's still a lot of you that maybe haven't caught my stories, maybe haven't caught my posts. And so I know that you are listening to the podcast, and I really, again, just want to make sure that you have all of the most updated information. So the website, for those of you that have reached out and have said, hey, I've tried to get access to the website, it's not working, I need a keyword or a passcode to get in. That is correct. The website is under construction just due to the major changes that I have been making in my business. I want that to reflect on my online presence as well. And so I'm working really hard to get this new website up for you all. I know you are absolutely going to love it. I'm working super hard on just the imagery and the copy and all the things, so that, again, it just enables me to show up for you in a way that makes the most sense for me, in a way that enables me to, be there for the important things that I need to be there for my family and just my personal life, but also be here for you to the best of my capacity. So the new website is going to be up very soon. The new products and services are going to be up very soon. Hang tight with me. In the meantime, you can continue listening to the podcast where I'm just showing up with high value content. You can catch me on Friday. I highly recommend that you attend live, because this gives you the opportunity to ask the questions that are pressing and get your answers on the spot. Now, I have been posting on my stories as well and giving you all the opportunity to ask your questions via Instagram. So if that is something that you want to do, because you won't be there live, then definitely get your questions in so that I can make sure that they are answered throughout the Q&A session at the end. Now, I believe at this point, this concludes this episode. Visionary, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, definitely be sure to just let me know. Again, you can do so on Instagram. That's @SalonTheBeast. You can send me an email at hello@BuffaloMissionCo.com. I will see you this Friday, May the 6th at bit.ly/funding and freelance at 1 p.m. Thank you so much for being here, and many blessings on you.